So I don't know if you know my friend Rob Foray. Rob Foray is a talented DJ and entertainer, game show host, and an international speaker. And he and I are friends, and I think he's pretty amazing. If you ever get a chance to speak to him or see him speak, you could do a lot worse. He's pretty great. And he was talking the other day about a speaker that he likes by the name of Jason Hewlett. So I looked him up, and one of the things Jason Hewlett says, and one of the things he talks about, is always keep your promise to your audience. Something that that Rob brought up about keeping your promise to your audience, and he was talking about, you know, your marketing promise, the things that they come looking for, the things they expect from you. That's your promise to the audience. And I got to thinking about that, and I like it a lot. Something I like to think I do as well, but I wanted to take that one step further. And I don't know Jason's speaking. I haven't seen a lot of his speeches, and he may talk about this as well. But when it comes to performance, and by the way, that's what we do, most of us that watch this little podcast, by the way. This is the Creative License Podcast. I'm Bill Herman with the Entertainment Experience, and thanks again to Electro Voice, my great sponsor, the greatest speakers in the world, and of course my workshop, the Entertainment Experience. You want to know more about it? I've got two coming up in 2020, one in February on the East Coast and one in November here in Minnesota. But anyway, the idea of keeping your promise to your audience, the one thing that I try to do that maybe not everybody takes, or maybe they're taking for granted, not sure, but I try to actually make a promise, either quietly to myself or even directly to the audience when I'm in a performance situation. Not just the promise of I'm going to be fun or this or that or the other thing, but an actual physical auditory promise. What are you promising for the evening? Are you promising to make sure they have a great time? Are you promising that you're going to do everything you can to make sure the client, your bride or your groom or your corporate client has the best event ever? Are you promising that you are going to exceed their expectations in some way? Or is it as simple as, I promise I'll play all your songs? Either one, when you go about making an actual stated promise, whether it's to yourself or to the audience, you now have a goal. You have a thing that you can do. You have something that you can work towards as a performer for the evening. So now keeping your promise to your audience now gets kind of drilled down, doesn't it? Of course, you want to keep your promise as who you are and who you are for them. But if you can be more specific about that specific evening, then it'll help you work on the why you're there and the things that will help you move forward and have success throughout the evening, because now everything you do speaks to the promise that you made to your audience. What do you think of this? Please make your comments below, or you can text me, or you can Facebook me, or whatever you want to do. Otherwise, I'd just like to know how you keep your promises and what's your favorite promise to keep. Till next time, I'm Bill. This is Creative License, and I'll see you next time.